Welcome back to the N.y.a show as we all sit here on this great Wednesday night and watch the finale of Snowfall. I think the theme once again of my show and these stories is that there is no happy endings no matter how you try to cut it for some people, but a lot of people truly get the shorter end of the stick. But we back. 78 people lost their life in a stampede in Yemen at a Ramadan charity event. Let's dive right into it. Over in Yemen, a crowd was spooked by gunfire and an electrical explosion, which triggered a stampede at an event that was to distribute financial aid during the Muslim holy month of Ramadan in Yemen's capital late Wednesday in Sanaa, Yemen. Taking the life. I gotta watch my words on these shows, y'all. TikTok take you down in a minute. I don't know what words I can say, and I say, maybe I should look that up. Taking the life of at least 78 people and injuring 73 others, according to the witnesses at the Houthi rebel operation, the officials. The tragedy was the deadliest in years that was not related to a long-running war that's happening over there, as we are coming up on a Muslim holiday, which marks the end of Ramadan later this week. Armed Houthis fire into the air, attempting to control the crowd, apparently striking an electrical wire. Now there's videos all over the place. I'm not putting them in. No videos will be shown on this show tonight, showing motionless people and other people screaming for help after the aftermath. People, it was insane. The crush took place in the old city in the center of Sanaa, where hundreds of poor people gathered for charity. Like I said, no happy endings for anyone. Hundreds of poor people gathered at a charity event where people with money distributed financial aid during Ramadan, which is a fateful fast from dawn to dusk. People have gathered to receive $10 each from a charity funded by the locals. Wealthy people and business people often hand out cash and food, especially to the poor during Ramadan. So here you are, people who are in the holiest time of their year, who are going to try to get resources really to help out, and you have someone who triggers such a commotion, just like we just witnessed at the end of the Finesse 2 Times in the Glorilla. Over here in the States, we witnessed that happen, where apparently a loud sound went off. We've all been at events and a loud sound go off and everybody loses their mind, but not every single time everyone loses their life. In this situation, people lost their life. 78 people that we know of right now. 78 people lost their life. The rebels quickly sealed off the school where the event was being held, barred people, including the journalists, from being able to get in. The Houthis, who took over in the region years ago, said that they would pay $2,000 compensation to each family who lost a relative, while the injured would get around $400. Not enough when my people during the holiest time of the year decided to go out and do something to get resources and ended up losing their life due to someone firing off. Yemen's capital has been under the control of Iranian-backed Houthis since they descended from their northern stronghold in 2014 and removed the international recognized government. So here we are, they removed the government that international people outside of the community came and put in place. The conflict has turned in recent years into a proxy war between Saudi Arabia and Iran, killing over 150,000 people, including fighters and civilians, creating one of the world's worst humanitarian disasters. Recently, I did a story a couple weeks ago about Saudi Arabia and Iran kind of tying things up and resume embassies in each other's company, which we in each other's country, which we hope will put an end to the war that's been going on. More than 21 million people are in Yemen, or 2/3 of the country's population. They need help and protection, according to the United Nations. Back since February, the United Nations said they only raised 1.2 billion out of the targeted 1.3 billion at a conference aimed to generate funds to ease the humanitarian crisis. Let me tell you now, people do not care. People do not care. Like I said, it was a stampede that happened here I didn't see not one GoFundMe for them Americans that lost their lives over here in the States at a concert, y'all, when nothing really even happened. No gun actually went off. It was just a big sound that triggered people. You know how people, how they say sometimes when it come to us, one sound can lick off and everybody gonna take off running. I see you running, I'm taking off running, and by the time you finish running, I'm gonna say, so what were we running about? That's just usually how it goes. So I would hope that people come together at a time like this to say, yo, these are the people that were trying to get resources during Ramadan, and they all lost. These 78 people currently, this story just came out today, lost their lives. What are we going to do? Let's help to get to this goal that they have to help this region. It may happen just like how things are happening in the happenings are happening for Ukraine right now, but I don't necessarily see it happening. I find it truly unfortunate that all of these people lost their lives in the Stampede when they were really just trying to get some resources. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I want to say RIP to everyone that lost their lives. You guys, let me know your thoughts on this. People were at a charity event to get funds and resources to help them during the holiest time of the year for them. And in return, something completely tragic happened that took the life of currently 78 people. You guys, let me know what you think about this story. Once again, it's from the Associated Press by Ahmed Al-Hajj and Sami Magdi. It's the N.y.a show. I appreciate y'all as always, and I'll see you next time.